here we go. Shout out to the Dirty Heads. The song is called Mad at It. We can only play 30 seconds.
Damn, this beat has got me talking with the southern drawl. If you ain't happy, I don't really wanna fuck with y'all. Fanatics and finagle foreshadow the fable. Fortunate to fuck with faders. I'm mad at the flipping tables.
Woo! Can't enable, bruh. Yes, that's the Dirty Heads. I found out that all we get is 30 seconds with them on YouTube as well. Or they'll shut it down and tell me to fuck off, which is fine. In any case, because we're doing what we're doing and they're doing what they're doing. So welcome to the Burn Barrel. I believe we're on number 14. I think it's 14. Pretty sure it's 14. Anyways, this podcast is going to be about drinking. I don't know what you're thinking. Same old shit, different fucking day with this dude, right? But you have to understand something real quick. And that I want you to know that there's been a lot of good things, good celebrations, good life experiences, good times, good connections, a lot of sorrows drowned with drinking. So I'm not telling you or anybody else to stop drinking. I'm not saying that. We're going to talk about a couple things today, but that's going to be one of them, drinking. And, going forward in the podcast, listening to this stuff I'm talking about here, I don't want you to have that mindset like, well, this fucking clown is going to be talking about how we should stop drinking. That's not going to be the case. I'm going to go over a few items of perspective with you that I feel are just my opinion. And then, because that's what the fuck I do, I'm going to tell you about it right here on my Burn Barrel podcast. So let's dig right in. It's November 9th. It's Taco Tuesday. I had the same old shit again today, minus the 5 wings. I had some friends that were over at a restaurant right next door to the shop here, and they invited me over. So I ordered 10 wings, but ended up eating 5 of them. Now, the reason why is because I had my meals for the day already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even starting to preach at you about the nutrition thing again, because that's kind of getting fucking old, right? My main goal was to just lose some weight. It's step by step with me. Like I'm always inclined to do different things throughout my life, period. I am. Right now I'm inclined to lose weight. And that's what I did. I tried to lose a bunch of weight, and I've been successful at it, but then I started working out and stuff like that, and going to the gym and seeing some results after I built the habit. And I was like, you know what? I'll start taking this serious. So I started eating certain things or whatever. And it took away from you don't have to do this. I'm just going through my thing here, telling you kind of what I do. So I'm not telling you what to do on this either. But I like to, every day when I get up, I chug a bottle of water. Not this big ass bottle right here, but a little bitty one. The cheap little purified or spring water or whatever the hell it is from the damn store. I got a rack of them at the house. I get up and I chug one of them. For whatever reason, I read somewhere. I don't know if there's any scientific value to that right there, but I read somewhere that it was good to do that. So I do that. I know I have to piss a lot, throughout the day. But right after I get done with that, I have a cup of black coffee. And it's typically a big ass cup of black coffee, which probably ain't good for your heart, to do that all the time. But I do it because I read somewhere that it kicks off your metabolism. And it does, because since I've started eating a lot, I used to do the intermittent fasting shit. That's what they called it. I was just broke. Whatever. But eating more food, I've lost more weight. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but there's a science to it. But the black coffee for me, and because I read about it, it kicks off my metabolism in the morning. So I'll go ahead and have my 2 hard-boiled eggs, which I typically buy the bag of the already made ones, right? do the 2 hard-boiled eggs, and I'll have a bowl of oatmeal, typically a big-ass bowl of oatmeal. But I like to get the Kodiak Cakes brand, a little protein oatmeal. I like that one. But regular oatmeal will work, too. I don't give a fuck. If you ain't got no money, you can get Laura Lynn. And then I do my packet of salmon. It's a Bumblebee brand or whatever the hell it is, but it's pretty good. You know, whatever. A lot of sodium in what I'm doing right now. It is what it is. But after that, I go on about my day or whatever. But then I'll get hungry again, kind of right away. You know, a couple hours later, if not just like an hour or so later, and I'll have me a little snacky snack. You know, and in that snack, I typically do like fruit or almonds or something like that. Typically always almonds if I'm doing it. You know, just because I typically don't have fruit around here. I don't like when it goes bad in the fridge. It fucking makes the place smell. So there's that. You gotta have a lot of patience if you're gonna eat all healthy and shit like that. But then I'll have a shake, a little shaky shake, right? That's just the protein powder and and water. And I'll have that, and then that'll hold me over until about lunchtime. And then lunchtime comes rolling around, I'll just go ahead and make my damn bag of rice. I've been on these little VT brands or whatever, but I was using Uncle Ben's, whatever. Get you a bag of rice. And if you prep this out, you don't have to go and buy these little prepackaged things. You can go and prep this out if you have a kitchen and a way to do this. I have a kitchen, 2 of them. I just don't fuck with this. So I just get everything packaged. I could probably save a couple more bucks if I prepped it out a little bit better. But I like to get the rice. And I like to get the brown rice at that. Because it's just, I read that it was good. And I'll get a whole thing of it. It's like 400 or something calories or whatever. And then I'll take 2 packets of salmon. And I put it right on top of that bitch. And I'm a little bit full when I eat it now. But I go ahead and force down right after that a kale and spinach salad almost every single day. It tastes like shit. But I do it almost every single day. And I put turkey on it. Sometimes I like to get a rotisserie, like a little split breast turkey from Ingles or whatever the hell that is. And I'll come back here and I'll put my little rubber gloves on and I'll debone that joker, shred it all up and leave it in its container and put it in the fridge. And when I make my salad, I'll pull from that when I make my salads. And then that's what I'll have for lunch. And then I'll be hungry, I swear to you. I mean, because I typically work out right then, like right after that. Not right after, probably about an hour or so after. And then I'll work out hard a couple hours or whatever, and then I'll come back and I'll drink my shake right after that, like my snack or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'll make sure that I take like a lot of protein in right there. And then after that, I'll come back here, I'll start working, I'll do whatever. I may or may not have another cup of coffee, probably have another cup of coffee. And then I'll have my dinner. And I take they love me at Ingles because I come in there just about every single day. Because again, I don't like shit to stink up and smell in the fridge or whatever. But I get a bag of spinach. I don't get kale, I don't get whatever, I just get spinach. And I eat the whole fucking bag. I put cranberries on that. And I put some turkey on there. And I put hot sauce on there instead of dressing. That's just how I do it. You gotta eat like a dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat like a dog. You gotta eat the same shit every single day. And it sucks. You can make it fun, like if you have money and you want to get online and look up different recipes and stuff like that. But for the average Joe, like the average person that don't really, because I'm not a nutritionist, right? Like I'm not giving you any nutritional advice right now. I'm just telling you that what's working for me based upon a little bit of research or whatever, talking to 2 or 3 or 4 people, and then just kind of seeing what I like, and I dabble here and there with different brands, but I pretty much stick to my little script that I put here together, and that's what I'm gonna do until I'm happy, and then it'll gradually turn into something else. But it started out just a regular ass dude, and that's what I still am to this day. I just have a voice and a little bit of a platform, so I like to switch it up and talk about a couple of different things, and getting healthy has been a big deal for me because you eat right, stay fit, die anyways. I said that on my last podcast, if I'm not mistaken. If I didn't, I should have, because that's what's happening all around the world. I'm not shaming anybody that's not mentally motivated to get up and go fucking get shit going. That takes, you might have to pray for that, or the universe might have sent that to you or whatever. But, everybody deep down inside wants, something, but it's hard to get to the results. But once you stay committed and get to the actual habit, then it's just a decision for you whether or not you want to continue or whatever. And then it is on you. But sometimes life throws shit at us a lot, but it's always good to get motivated. There's never a right time. I'm going to go start after the New Year's or the new whatever. You can start by eating right. Like, fuck them Little Debbies. I don't give a shit if they make a kid smile. I don't give a shit if they taste so damn good. I fucked up my teeth with them damn things and fucked up no telling how many years off my life with them fucking things. Sodas are fucking horrible for you. I like a good soda every now and then, though, damn it. You gotta have that good old American juju in you, some of that good old American stuff in you. Get a good taste of it. But you don't gotta continue drinking that shit. It's bad for you. I like to drink kombucha. That is a carbonated beverage I do drink and enjoy. I drink one every day or every other day at least. Every other day at least. It is for the immunity things in it. I read about it as good stuff or whatever, so I drink it. I drink it. I like the kombucha. If you're not motivated for weight loss or to build your body or anything like that, get motivated about something. You should do that. Because I talked about that a little bit on the last podcast about, the working out and the eating right and being all that stuff like that. But here, let's digging into the meat and the potatoes. If you're not motivated in life to do something, that's not a shame on you. That's not that you're not a bad person because of that. What you need to do is not listen to people that tell you that, and then find something inside of yourself that moves you past that moment. Life is seriously fast. It's seriously fast. I encourage you to live well while you're here. We're all going to fuck up and make mistakes and stuff like that, but I feel like we should try to stay motivated out here to do whatever we can, whenever we can, however, just find your purpose and just roll with it. And if that means that you change your diet, then cool. If it doesn't, then cool. Because some people, I know good ass people, big old country boys that make the best damn barbecue you can put your lips on. And they're, and I would never go to them and be like, hey, you should get healthy. Because jokingly with you, I'd be like, I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't want to fuck up the barbecue. I don't trust no man with barbecue who's not a big fella. Or a southern black woman. The only reason I say that is because I got a friend. His mom, and I don't know who cooks it on the grill or whatever, but anytime I've ever been over there to eat the barbecue, she's always dabbling in it and putting the sauce in it and shit like that. And then I eat it and I'm like, fuck. So, note, that's why I said that. I want you to know that diet is important for your mental, because we are what we eat. And it's important that you know that once you make it past the threshold of the lack of motivation to go and you start seeing results, it does change you and you want more and more and more. We all know somebody who's got their self fit like I'm doing right now or whatever, and then they fell right back off, and it was like just that little spurt of motivation for them. So what if it was? So what if that's you right now? Do that as many times as you can in your life. Strive for greatness as many times as you can in your fucking life, because nobody's above falling from grace. Accidents, tragedies happen, depression, lots of reasons why people fall off. But find yourself again and do that. And just get yourself motivated. Get in there and get healthy. Start lifting some weights. Get you some looks when you get out there. When you put that one shirt on that stopped fitting you. Once you started getting a little bit, once that thing starts fitting good again, you're like, we'll go out and buy some cowboy boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So we're going to get into the drinking portion of this podcast, since we're directly right halfway through, about 14 minutes. And again, I'm not bashing anybody that drinks. I fucking love drinking. I love drinking. It is what it is there. May 16th, I was already overdoing it. We spoke about this before many times as well. May 16th was the last day for me I really overdid it. I got too fucked up for the 100,000th time and said, all right, enough's enough the next day, and kind of just said, I'm going to take a 30-minute break, a 30-day break, 30-minute break. A 30-day break, in which turned into be 163 days. 163 days went by before I decided to have another drink, and I told myself, I said, because I had this weird mentality at the beginning of it, like drinking was the problem. But really, in my head and all the issues that I had going on, and I wasn't lining out all my priorities, and I wasn't letting things go, those were the problems. And I couldn't enjoy drinking anymore. You see what I'm saying? And so I told myself I was going to wait until I find something to celebrate. I need to get control over it. And once I knew I had control over it, and I found my thing to celebrate, I was hanging out with, a lady or whatever, and I kind of compromised my ethics or whatever with the whole thing, but it was a good time for me. The Braves, they're going to the World Series. I was hanging out with somebody that's pretty cool, and I decided this is the moment I'm going to celebrate, and I had 3 beers. 3 beers. And on that third one, I didn't even finish it, and it wasn't because it was just nasty and I couldn't. I just didn't want it. Like, I didn't want to keep just sitting drinking and drinking and drinking. And I knew at that point that I was like, all right, I may be good. I may be good now. But that was a long, hard journey for me. And I think that the reason why the universe blessed me, so to speak, with the opportunity to overcome such a thing is because it really wasn't even that bad, the drinking. I'm just talking about that a lot now. It was the problems with inside myself. And where I say I couldn't enjoy drinking, the alcohol scientifically was fucking me up. So it's a double-edged sword there. If you're a social person and you got to drink socially, or, drink to have fun socially, that's not shame on you. It is what it is. You have a lot more fun when you're drinking with your buddies. So that's what the fuck you're going to do. And then when that shit changes, like say you stop drinking or something like that, and your buddies don't want to hang out with you anymore. Well, you're not having the good times anymore. Well, then you tell yourself, well, I'm all depressed or something. And then you're not having one thing leads to another in thought, and that's just a whack scenario there. But sometimes different strokes for different folks, right? But sometimes it feels different to change or to better ourselves. Better ourselves in terms of not taking the alcohol so much. I remember the first time I got drunk, it was a Coors Light beer. And I was about 11 or 12 years old, and I'd stole, a few of them from my dad out of his the little drawer in the refrigerator. Him and my mom used to drink beer. And I took him upstairs and I drank them. I got shit-faced. Drunk as hell. It was awesome. I loved the feeling because at that time I was a stressed out little kid. And I'm not sitting here telling you, whatever, but I'm telling you that like I enjoyed it because I get it. It makes you feel good. It takes you away from the day. You want to wind down with that brew. And then on top of that, you some people just want to bury stuff with that brew. Well, scientifically, because of the alcohol, and I'm not a scientist, I'm just a regular old motherfucker here, it fucks your body up. And then in turn, because you have the one timeline to your life, that's a segment out of your time in which could have done very catastrophic damage to your body, which shortens your timeline. So it's a no-brainer for me. We got to minimize that. I recommend people drink in celebration if they want to. If they don't, they don't. Some people actually go to AA because they need it. It's their church. Some people don't. Some people can have the same bottle of liquor on the cabinet, for a long time and only take a couple shots here and there and have no problems at all. But it all comes down to your mindset. I don't talk from a elevated position when it comes to that, not by no means, because I'm an idiot. I sit here all the time tripping out. Just tripping out, man. Like, what in the hell is going on? I mean, I want to get fucked up on the regular basis, but because I said enough's enough, And I got tired of just sitting around in my own fucking filth. This is me. I'm telling you my story. Like, I was sitting around in my own fucking filth. I wasn't cleaning my house. I wasn't showering every day. I wouldn't brush my fucking teeth. I'd look cool online. You know, I'd put a little water in my hair or whatever. But there for a little while, I was fucking drowning myself. And it was because I had issues inside. But here's what I did. Here's what I did when I let things go. Me specifically. I prayed a lot. Kind of crazy because I'm cussing. And I always reiterate on that. I always got to bring that in there. Like, I just want you to understand. Like, I don't even give a fuck what people think about me in that. I don't care. I believe in God and I cuss like a sailor. But I would pray a lot and stuff like that about changing myself. It wasn't just a want at that point. It was a need. My body was saying, hey, motherfucker, we need you to stick around because your existence was calling for you to talk to people a little bit more. They like, not necessarily your vibe, but they get something from you. You know, God blessed you with a little something, and you need to pass it on, whether it be laughter or some knowledge and tribulations or whatever. I know that you got to keep control over yourself in times of uncertainty. You know, nobody does it right. Nobody does it best. Nobody has the correct formula. Well, it seems like we all strive to be like the next guy, but the next guy's going through some shit. I promise you. Everybody's deal is different. So praying about it's going to be your first step, step into the thing. And just being like, hey, man, can I get a little bit of, whatever. And if you don't pray, cool, fucking right on, man. I mean, you got to have some sort of something in there where you grab a hold of something. So do that. But once you get a hold and you want to change yourself, you go through a lot of weird thoughts and weird changes and weird times. And then they become thresholds to the ultimate goal, which is just happiness of being yourself in your own skin with all the life that you lived and all the mistakes you've made and all the plays you've made and all the wins and losses, tragedies. And getting by in life is important. That's why I smoke weed. I'm high right now. Well, not so much. I hadn't smoked in about 3 or 4 hours, but I smoked today and I'm chill Bill. That's my cup of tea. I guess if the weed was making me, suicidal or doing my, hangover every day or whatever, and not, weed makes me lazy. There's no doubt about it. Makes me forget a lot of things, and who knows, I might stop doing that one day. But right now, that's what I do. But the drinking for me, the regular Joe, I've had people reach out to me and said, man, I don't drink every day. I only drink a little bit, but I got an issue. I know there's got to be something different. Or my buddy hits me up and says, I've lost my fiance because she's still alive. But I've lost my fiance due to drinking, and she don't want to be with me no more. I said, oh, man, that's the first thing that people do is they say it was because of the drinking. The drinking is the microphone. It's the amplifier. The problem lies within. I can't stress that enough. We got to cleanse our spirits and our souls out of here and constantly put ourselves in state of mind, mindset, whatever, little mashup there. We got to constantly put ourselves in situations where we can set ourselves up for success. I constantly stress myself out. I'm here preaching to you, but I constantly stress myself out. But what I'm also constantly trying to do is put myself in situations to where I don't fucking do that no more. I got a whole line of clothes over here, at least 50 items, no bullshit, 50, maybe even 60 items over there that have to go out. And I have been trying to compartmentalize this and that. I'm missing a hat, or I'm missing this order for that, and I want to send them out together, and I've got 30 people messaging me and saying, where's my stuff? And you want to be direct and personal with all of them, and then sometimes you forget this and you forget that, and ultimately you sit and look like a dumbass. Uncertainty is creeping in on me. But I try to come up with creative ways around that, and as soon as I get done with my podcast and shut this down in about 5 minutes, I'm going to continue to work all night and try to hammer out those I think that if you want to stop drinking, stop. If you don't, then don't. The most important thing is to control that alcohol intake and be a better person, but don't focus on it. Some people need to. I'm not telling you, what I am telling you. What I'm just telling you, like for me, don't focus on it. Focus on you, the ultimate problem, your being. All the things that we do out here, they're just circumstantial. But don't, stop the drinking, get it out of the way. Don't think about it. Don't go back to it. When you see other people doing it and having fun with it, I've been hanging around plenty of people that do it around me, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Go ahead. I'm good. Take a lot of naps. Little cat naps, little 30-minute, 40-minute naps here and there. I don't sleep that regular. I don't know. I don't really know shit, man. Like I said, I'm just a regular dude going through the motions myself. I just got a little bit louder voice. And I want you to know that it's okay what you're going through. It's okay to be who you are. And it's okay to go through changes. And it's okay to stop drinking. It's okay to keep drinking. Just get control over your emotions and your mindset and the way that you're living. Cool story or something like that would be a homeless guy, 50-something years old. Didn't know his backstory at all. Had no idea about all his gambling problem or his drinking problem, whatever got him there. But you see that this man has found a way out, or somebody donated some money and this beautiful thing happened. And now it's all this is so great. Well, that can happen, and it does happen to people. It can happen to you within yourself. You don't have to wait for somebody else to come in with the rescuing thing and being like, hey, we see you're struggling and we want to help you. You can help yourself 100% by getting in touch with the universe, God, right? Not trying to preach, but just getting yourself lined up with something. I'll always say that. You need to line yourself up with something. And then baby steps, little bit, little bites. You eat the whole sandwich. You know what I'm saying? No reason to try to get that whole, start choking, and just keep at your goals. If you slip, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine if you slip up. Just keep fucking going. Keep fucking going. And that's it. I love you guys so much. That's been the Burn Barrel. I'm sure I left out a whole lot there. I'm sure I did. But we're out of here, man. Shout out again to Dirty Hads. I ain't even mad at it. Oh yeah, and real quick before we actually cut it off, I want to tell you first and foremost that I do love each and every single one of you. I want you to know that nobody is above anybody out here. Don't ever look at any single person out here and think that that person is above you or below you. Just know that you're existing specifically for something else. And I know tough shit's happening right now, and you might even feel a lot of times like, man, fuck, I don't like, you hate going through all these motions and stuff like that. I'm telling you, keep fucking going. Keep fucking going. I love you, and the world needs you. And have a good fucking night.